have one more. JD, you're up.
Well, thank you for being here. I'm glad I made it. Metro was not my friend. And also on a night like this, people could just stay in with the Law and Order reruns, Lady Gaga fanzine or something, and a cold drink. But I think that this is nice. And I'm going to read 3 poems, all 3 fairly short. First 2 from my second book, and then a new poem that I'm reading for the first time anywhere tonight, first time in public. And the first poem is called Talking in Sleep. Songs and detective novels turn on secrets emerging like an answer from the 8 balls of liquid. Between secrets, snores and smoother breaths that mean nothing but themselves. Though the premise dissolves in bed chambers where hired subjects slumber among electrodes and fresh linens, saying a word or 2 that could be drawn from a tourist's phrase book. So, asleep were not the oracles that were not awake. Immune to science, one keeps vigil over a lover whose sleeping thoughts are disclosed at intervals as car, hamburger, armchair, dots unconnected and remote as the other who dreams on, unknown. And the second of the 3 poems is called As Art Springs from a Wound. I believe that's something the poet John Ciardi said once, given that art sometimes starts in hurt, and I wanted to think about that in relation to psychiatry and other things. As art springs from a wound, there's no need to stay up planning death or push away old plates, no need for the other symptoms, the familiar list, because a pill dissolves them. Then nothing's good or bad, but thinking makes it so. And nothing's that bad when there's the will to write a letter, even post it, and begin a friend, or begin another asking a friend, what if salesmen of anything are right? And with them cheerleaders, the evangelists of tall hair, the televised prophets of real estate. What if all is bounty for the taking with a smile? Then all art and craft is happenstance and shining scar, canopy over a ground of grief that gives way, toppling statues, symphonies, and poems. All these years we could have been taking sun, we should have been making money, but we didn't, and must count it loss. Pale and broke, we settle for beauty. And the last poem is somewhat lighter. Didn't have many other directions to go, really. And this, there's a long tradition of drinking songs, and I don't sing, but this will be a poem that is, perhaps an answer to that is called Non-Drinking Song. Farewell to the shot glass and tumbler, adieu to the grape and the grain, adios to Corona and Cuervo, to rum ball and single malt chain, to sake as well, sayonara, to draft cannon bottle goodbye, buona notte, vermouth and Campari, here's to something not mud in your eye. No more waking up next to a stranger, no more head tight and pounding for days, no more soaking a liver in insult, or weeks on end lost in a haze. Now it's 12-step and church basement coffee, a sponsor who's always on call, one day at a time till forever, and staying clean once and for all, inviting those still wetly drifting to rest on a clean, sober shore, and give thanks to their own higher power for becoming a scold and a bore.
Anybody else?
You want?
All right, I'll let Sarah introduce this next one.
Pete and I were kind of playing around, and I had I mean, like, not like that. Pete is kind of, he's the only reason I even started writing and doing this, so it's pretty cool. He's been a real inspiration, and I've been doing all this reading about poets that do the kind of like call and response, so we're like, all right, let's sort of do it. So I sent him this thing, and then he sent me this thing. So I'm going to tell you what I sent. I'm going to read what I sent him, and then he's going to read what he sent me. And this thing turns on. Thing. I know, the suspense is killing me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Even I am waiting with bated breath. He just removed his hard drive. Hopped up. Paul's actually a tech genius. I had him fix my computer. He does that on the
So,
side.
it's like on 15th and 17th. Good. This is the one from last month. And then I think one of the things in my pocket is the one before that.
How many do you read a night? 3?
It's fine. You should just
I didn't read it last night.
I'll read it all in one.